Welcome to X Games, Foto Iguaçu here in Brazil. And look how amazing this venue is. It is unbelievable. I'm Corbin Harris, sitting right next to me is Tony Hawk. And here we are at Skateboard Big Air. It's all about to go down in the final right now. You can see the gap right there. Right on the screen is Ronnie Gomez, one of our Brazilians in the field for the final. And Edgar Piera also is in the mix. Right now on screen is Bob Burnquist, the favourite, one of the biggest action sports stars out there in the world. In Brazil and if not in the world.
One of the biggest sports stars in Brazil. Bob is the favorite, obviously, here at the Big Air event. Just like this warm-up run. Switch, body burial, 360 ollie, front side, and then over to Indian 360. Keep in mind, that's about his second run in the warm-up.
No mucking around.
Is always in the medal podium here. Backside ollie 260 over the 70-foot into a huge big twist. Throwing it away. This is still them just warming up. And Mitchie Grisco, who's really coming to his own last year or so. Look at that style, just that height. He's finally grown into it. It's getting comfortable. Big air like that, 540.
Tony, that was just in practice a few moments ago. It's just starting to go a little dark right now. The lights are on. How it's going to go down for Skateboard Big Air is 8 athletes, 3 sections. It's a new format this year. We have the gap, an 18-minute jam session. 25% on that. We will also have the quarter pipe, which will be another 25%, and then we have a full run, which will be 50%. Our first rider up is the youngest competitor in the field.
And smallest.
His name is Tom Shah. Rolling in right now on the big gap.
Look at that, 360 backside over the 70-foot gap, and he's like a bug out there with a huge melon 540, but it doesn't matter. We're just judging the gap for this session right here.
That is correct. It is just on the gap. They're going to have 18 minutes. As we said, they'll probably get about 6 or 7 runs in each. Brazilian first up. Gomez right into it.
Going for the heel flip, frontside 360. Didn't catch it, but this is the best trick format. These guys can throw a couple away.
And Elliott Sloan dropping in.
Oh, kickflip, mute 360, clean. I love how that's just for show right there. This giant backside air.
Let's check out the replay for that one.
Look at that, he catches that before he even spins a 180, carries it all the way around.
What do you think about the new format, Tony?
I think it's a great chance for these guys to do much harder stuff and to get some of that stuff they've always hoped to do. Look at that, heel flip, body burial 360.
Edgar Piera, one of the Brazilians. As we said, the quarter pipe does not matter. They can jump straight off after the gap. Brazilians are going crazy out there.
I think Edgar didn't think he was going to land that the first go.
Wonder what he's got up his sleeve now.
Get that one out of the way. These guys have 18 minutes. They're probably going to get about 6, maybe 7 hits each in this first section. Counts to 25% of the total score. And we're going to see some difficult stuff out there. We already have.
Edgar just still waiting for the score down there at the bottom of the quarter pipe. The Brazilians. Some info on him right here. He wears motocross gear for all the big stuff, just so he doesn't get hurt at all.
I don't think there's any guarantee of not getting hurt at all. You can wear all the gear you want. You can be Iron Man out there and still get hurt on this thing.
Like to see that Iron Man jumping big air. The Australian from Sydney, Australia, Jake Brown, hitting the gap.
Oh, Backside all 360 over the 70 foot.
It doesn't get much smoother than that, little Jakey. He's got one of the smoother styles out there.
Now that'll be interesting to see what they judge him against Tom Shar. They both did the exact same trick. I would say that Jake's was a little bit higher, maybe a little longer and cleaner, but it's the exact same trick, so
it's going to be a tough one to judge. Nolan Munro.
Oh! Going for a mute 540.
Tony, we saw just before in practice, we weren't sure if Nolan Munro was going to be in the contest. He fell over and plunged pretty hard.
Yeah, he took a big slam. He did a big twist, landed too low, slammed into the flat bottom. Looked like he was not going to go at all, but he's back.
This little guy, Mitchy Briscoe, was on the podium last year, and that is why. He's grown a foot.
Kickflip mute 360. That was clean. You want to get one under his belt. Look at that. They catch that thing before they've even turned half of a turn, and then bring it to their feet on the way in.
As you said, he's looking a lot more confident too this year. He's grown up a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
The man himself, one of the favorites here, or the favorite in skateboard big air. It's Mr. Bob Burnquist dropping in switch.
You guys know there's that switch backside 180 that we've seen him start so many of his gold medal runs with.
Let's check out a replay of Bob. It seems like his go-to.
Yeah, that seems to be the safety trick for him. But I think all these guys, they want to at least know they've made one thing before they start something even higher. And there's a, I don't know, indie Running Man?
Is that what we're going to call it?
Whoa, look at this. Tom Shar going for the 720 off the 50 foot.
It's like the little man out there just rolling around, trying to get down the bottom.
And now that's what I was talking about. He got an 18.16 for the Ollie 360, and Jake Brown got an 18.66. So they did give Jake a little bit more. Ah, there we go. Ronnie Gomez with that heel flip frontside 360.
Let's remember the maximum score that you can get in this section over the gap is 25. 25% of the whole. 25% on the gap, and then 25% on the quarter.
Whoa!
Elliot Sloan just sliding down there.
Elliot got a good hit in his first run there. It looks like he's going for a tail grab 7 over the 70 foot. You don't see that very often. 720 is seems to be the golden carrot here.
And then Tony, obviously there's 2 lengths in the gap as well, and it makes a difference in the score.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think anyone will be able to score the full 25 over the 50 foot.
You're going to have to hit the 65 foot gap to get that perfect 25. Jake Brown.
Jake Brown, we have seen him in practice trying all these 720s over the big gap. And it seems like that's what he wants. And there you go. There it is. Look at that. That is so much timing and...
Check out the replay on that. Jake Brown, no stranger to a gold medal. Obviously, we've seen him get that place before. Nolan Munro.
Here we go, 540. Oh, pretty close. Looks like he's what we call in the back seat. He's just leaning too far back every time he lands. He's got to shift his weight there.
Let's take a look at Nolan Munro falling down just minutes ago before we started the contest.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
Here he goes for the quarter pipe, Tony.
Giant just pulled out a little too far, landed straight leg, had nowhere to go to compress, and just took it into the flat. Whoa, did you see that? Front foot impossible. Mitchy Briscoe. I've never seen him try that.
He is looking solid out there. Look at him. He's very excited about that one.
Here we go. Front foot impossible.
Wow.
Some may call it a frontside 360 varial. but that's a solid landing. Grabs it melon there, lean air.
He's really happy about that one. Bob Burnquist rolling in. 65-foot gap.
Oh my goodness! That was a switch frontside body barrel 360 over the big gap. We've only seen him do that over the shorter gap this whole time. Look at that. Fixing his feet the entire way.
No problem at all. The Brazilian crowd loves it.
That is unbelievable.
The crowd love that one. Tom Shaw dropping back in for his third run. The youngest little man out there in the field. Looking very serious right now.
So Nolan Monroe and Ronnie Gomez to get one under the belt here.
So you see they have
Ronnie, he's got it. Oh, so close.
As we said, they're probably going to have about 6 or 7, so we're going to see Gomez get that, I'm sure. We've seen it in practice over the last couple of hours, or the last couple of days, might I say.
There is a strategy involved here too. I mean, you think that Ronnie could just do something basic over the gap to get a decent score, knowing that it only counts as 25%. His, near zero here. Oh my goodness! Elliott Sloan tail grab 720.
We said he was going to be a dark horse.
I would say that was a 540 to revert there at the end. It really didn't look like he was going to get the thing around. Look at him trying to spot that landing and just forcing that last turn, letting it go right at the end. I mean, it was a kick turn in.
We've seen him over the last couple of years try 900 tail grabs as well on that quarter pipe. He's pretty happy about that one. Elliott Sloan coming out of New York City.
Edgar Pereira, whoa! 1 foot and backs it all the way 360.
Little limp. Brazilian crowd are backing their 3 boys, Gomez, Pereira, and obviously Burnquist.
That trick bumps Elliott ahead of Bob Burnquist. Tail grab 7. Here we go. He wants the Ollie 720. Oh, that's it! Oh, that's the closest we've seen him come.
That
this
was
entire time.
He knows he's got that. Let's check out the replay of that one. Jake Brown, 720.
Right there, just all he had to do was lean forward a little bit more.
He could smell that one. He had that one right there.
Nice. Oh, Nolan was so close to that 540.
That 540 coming off.
It's going to really hurt your overall score if you don't get something here in the first section over the gap.
They've really got to play the game with the new criteria, the new system here. You've got to get something on the gap here.
Whoa, Mitch Briscoe's going for, I can't tell you what.
Kickflip melon 3.
It looked like something else was going to happen there.
Welcome everybody back here. Foz do Iguaçu, we are here. The skateboard Big Air. I'm Corbin Harris. Next to me is Tony Hawk, and we have Bob Burnquist going in, Tony.
Oh, Bob's going for some sort of lean spin there. We saw him trying lean 720. I think that's what he was going for right there. He missed the grab, so he kind of had to throw it away while flailing his legs violently.
We've seen him in practice get very close to that. Tom Shaw, the youngest in the field.
Oh, here we go. Backside 180. That's...
Let's check out Elliott Sloan. He's in the lead right now.
The tail grab 720. Wow, just sucking it in at the very last second. So solid.
Very happy about that one.
Oh.
Edgar going for a frontside heel flip. 3.
He's got to make something.
So that was Ronnie Gomez. Elliott Sloan, the leader, coming out of New York City.
The guy's just going to try to have fun with it now. I don't know what that would kickflip 540, 720, something.
We've got no idea what that one was, but I'm sure we're going to see it the next couple of goes.
That was the corkscrew loop. Yeah, that looks like, oh, it's going to be a kickflip 7.
I want to see that. This is Edgar.
Nice. Oh, so close.
Remember, it's 8 athletes. This is the final of the Skateboard Big Air in Brazil. 3 sections. We are still on the first section, just the gap. And the guys are going to get 6 or 7 jumps over the gap. They are not scored on the quarter pipe at all at the moment. It's just on the gap.
This will count to 25% of their overall score. We will have a quarter pipe session next. That's another 25%. And then a full run, which is 50% of the score. And there is a strategy involved in this format for sure. And a couple of these guys, you can tell they know it. They're playing it a little bit safe to try to get one out of their belt, then trying something harder. Jake wants this Ollie 720. Look at that! Oh my God! This is unbelievable! Look at that!
Jake Brown.
Ollie 720, first time ever, right there.
We have not seen this at all. He loves it. This is one guy that has not held back. He is gone for it.
Look at that last part too. His feet just slobbling around.
Sliding out of that one, but holding it down. Jake Brown coming out of Sydney, Australia. Look at the score on this one. 24 out of 25. This is just the gap, remember.
That is the first Ollie 720 that we've ever seen anywhere on any surface, any ramp.
X Games history right now in Brazil. Jakey just pumped off that one right now. Absolutely thrilled. It's the first time that we've seen that.
That's what he came to do.
Tony's jumping out of his seat in the
That
box
was
right
exciting.
now. Let's take another look at Jake Brown. No one has ever done this before. 720 no grab.
Look at him fixing his feet while he's spinning there. He's got his toes hanging off a little bit, and then he gets his body to catch up with it. Right down. Comes through.
What is Bob Burnquist going to do?
Wow. For that lean air rodeo 720. He's got this look back thing going on where it's like immediate whiplash, trying to look ahead for the landing.
We saw one earlier. He's trying to look for that landing every single time.
Yeah. Backside 180.
Going for backside 180 there. We are going to go down to the bottom of the ramp to see what Jordan is. What's going on down there with Jordan?
Guys, I wish you could have been at the top of the ramp with me when Bob Burnquist saw Jake land that trick. He went absolutely nuts, standing up there, holding up his board, so excited for his fellow competitor. And of course, he's now looking to chase him down.
Ah, yeah, there you go. Oh, no, Ronnie Gomez.
Just slipping off there.
He landed a little short there. He landed on the, what we call the knuckle. And when you do that, there's a good chance your board's going to bounce off your feet. You want to land past that what we call the knuckle there. You want to make sure that your wheels are clear of it. I don't know what Elliott's doing there, but he's got a really good run under his belt.
He's in second spot, Elliott Sloan right there. Jake Brown coming out of Sydney, Australia, 24 out of 25. Elliott Sloan in second, 22.16, and Bob Burnquist coming in the 21.58. That was a bit of X Games history right there we saw with Jake Brown. For the gap section right now, we have just under 2 minutes left. And then we are going to have a little break and head over to the quarter pipe. Edgar Pereira currently in 5th position. 18.83. His best score. And there you have it, the leader right at the moment. It's the Australian Jake Brown.
Now what? What do you do after you've done what no one else has done before?
Well, let's have a look. See what he's got.
Just all like 360, just to show everyone. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Look at that. Japan Air McTwist.
I think Jake is getting warmed up for the next section.
I think that's it. Yeah, he just took that run as a chance to practice for the quarter pipe. He gets one extra practice.
He's got a little smile on his face right there. Wonder why, with a 24 out of 25. We have 47 seconds on the clock for the gap section. 25%. The whole tally.
Brown needs something made here. Not going to do it. So he's going to basically go with a 0 score for this first section. That's going to be hard to overcome in the overall score,
which is really going to hurt him. Do you think these guys are really thinking about each section, what they're doing?
I don't know, but you know, there's definitely a strategy involved, and if you're thinking ahead and you're playing the game the way you should, then you're going to have at least one score here. But it's hard to get, you get caught up on one trick, you get totally focused, and you lose sight of the big picture.
And that will be time right there. In the final of Skateboard Big Air Foz, this is going to be good. The next section we're going into is the quarter pipe.
If Ollie 720 only scores a 24 out of 25, what does it take to get a 25? Oh, there's Bob! Lean air, 720. Maybe that's what it takes there.
Maybe that just shut you up.
Is that it? Is that what it takes to get a 25?
Let's check out the replay of that, Tony.
Look at that.
This is why I love Skateboard Big Air. It's these two guys, and we've got a young crew coming through right now as well to battle it out. And they're cheering each other, loving it.
Here we go, Bob Brungos. Look at this. This lean air, 720 rodeo flip. And he's spotting the landing right there, knowing that he can't see that last 180, but he felt it. He knew it was there. That is an incredible feat right there. Wow. I think that's the 25. Wow, I guess not.
No.
23.5.
Let's go see what's happening down there right after those two amazing moves. Check it out, Jordan. How you doing down there with Bob Burnquist?
So much excitement here as these two celebrate, both pushing the sport. I want to get you guys both in here. Jake, I want to talk to you first. You told me you were working so hard to land that Ollie 7. So many attempts. You felt like you could do it. You did it here tonight. What was going through your mind when you finally landed that trick?
I didn't know that I made it until down here. It was like four-wheel slid down the whole thing, but yeah, man, Bob's been letting us skate with him a bunch, so the grace of him, practicing with him, and it's just been awesome.
And Bob, when you saw that trick and then you went out and did what you did, how much was that pushing you?
Oh, I mean, it's huge. That's an Ollie 7 in competition. That's a video trick, and for him to do that in his run, I haven't really tried the frontside 7 off the big one yet, and I was feeling a little slow, and then once he landed that, I'm like, well, if he can do that, I can sure put the effort in to put the frontside 7 down, so thanks, Jake.
And you told me earlier that you were coming out here and just skating like it was home, and you are home in front of this crowd. Do you have anything you want to say to them in your native language?
Bom, queria agradecer o Brasil inteiro. A gente está muito feliz como skatista brasileiro, já me sinto realizado, acertando manobra, não acertando, essa galera está andando muito, nível lá em cima. Muito, muito feliz. Obrigado por todos aí. Brasil na cabeça, Brasil e o mundo unido.
Well, it's getting quite the reaction. What did you say?
I said, I love Brazil. No.
I don't believe you. I think you said a little bit more than that. Well, congrats to both you guys. We've got more jam sessions to go. Jake, you want to say something?
One more shout out for Tyrone. Homeboy.
É nóis.
Love you.
I'm back to you guys.
Well, there you have it. It's Bob Burnquist and Jake Brown
E é
battling
isso aí,
it
galera.
out.
Acabamos a primeira sessão.
In number one spot, we have Tony. We've got Jake Brown, 24 out of 25.
Wow.
In number two, Bob Burnquist, the Brazilian on home soil, 23.50. Wow. Right now, we are out of here. There's Bob Burnquist.
Backside 180 ollie. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Bob Burnquist!
I do not know what planet Bob Burnquist is from, but I firmly believe it is no longer from Earth.
I skateboard. Now I get to do it in Brazil in front of the fans that have been watching X Games all these years. We're already celebrating the fact that, you know, we got this huge event, you know, we got all this attention, and we're going to be there. X Games is in Brazil, it's in Foz. Hopefully it'll be a Portuguese-speaking podium.
X Games is brought to you by Ford. For a chance to win an all-new 2014 Fiesta ST, go to xgames.com/Ford. And GoPro, the world's most versatile camera. GoPro, be a hero.
Welcome back to X Games 2013 here in Brazil. I'm Corbin Harris. Next to me we have legend Tony Hawk, and we have just seen it go down right here in Foz do Iguaçu.
Unbelievable. Two new tricks right there over the gap. Elliott Sloan with the tail grab 720. He started it off right there. And then Bob Burnquist with this lean air rodeo flip 720. He's never done it over there with a big gap before.
He was not even looking down at the landing there. He had no idea what was going on. Another guy that was not really looking at the landing also, Jake Brown.
Right here, brand new trick. Look at that, Ollie 720. I mean, it's like glue on their feet. You know when people don't know how to skateboard and they say, how do you keep the board on your feet? This is a moment where I don't know how he keeps the board on his feet. Right there, and shifting his weight. First one ever, Ollie 720.
Unbelievable what we've just seen here. Bob Burnquist said it about Jake Brown's trick. He got a 24 out of 25. The 7. It's a video part trick.
Yeah, that's one you train for months and months to get one on video. And he did it right here at X Games.
Tony, let's take a look at the GoPro course preview. This is it right here.
Hey, what's up? This is Mitchie Briscoe. We're at X Games 2013, Foz do Iguaçu, Brazil. I'm doing the GoPro course preview this year. Check it out.
Now, this is Mitchie going straight up. Where is he right now?
He's looking down at the giant drop-in, heading to the smaller of the gaps. And, you know, as long as these guys are steady on that takeoff, they know they're going to clear the knuckle right there. They got a good landing, and right here on the 28-foot quarter pipe. That's deceiving. Once you start hitting the aerials up above 15, 20 feet, you start to question your own instincts, your own experience. And these guys have been doing it for a while. They're comfortable with it. And she's so comfortable he can just hold the camera aimed at himself.
He seems really comfortable out there. There he is, hitting the second section, which is 25%.
And that's what a 540 looks like.
With the camera in your hands. The GoPro, not just any camera at all.
X Games 2013, Foz do Iguaçu, GoPro course preview. Yeah. Woo!
We are coming up to halfway in Skateboard Big Air in Foz do Iguaçu. Mitchie Briscoe, silver medalist from last year in the Skateboard Big Air. He's grown about another foot.
And his airs have grown another 5 feet. And his spins have rotated another 180. So
we saw him skate vert at the demo yesterday, and yeah, he was definitely going higher and higher each year.
Now these guys are starting on the big one. This time the gap does not count. This is Tom Sharp. So he's just trying to get over the gap. 360 is the go-to for all these guys. Now look at this big melon 540. I mean, people look small when they're going 20 feet high. Tom looks especially small when he's 20 feet high.
The smallest and the youngest
Look
at X Games. He even shot out of the screen right there. Gomez in right now.
These guys like the 360. That's the warm-up trick. That gets him there. Look at this stalefish 540. Oh, so clean.
The Brazilians are going to love that. One of their own, doing it on home soil.
It's too bad Ronnie didn't get one of the gap tricks in, but that is just a beautiful stalefish 540. Kids, if you're ever going to learn it like that.
Just to remind you guys, 25% was for the gap. It's going to be 25% of this one right here, the quarter pipe that Elliott Sloan is about to hit.
Boom, tail grab 540. Oh, it looked like...
and then we have 50% of a gap and quarter pipe hit. One run.
I think he had a good landing there. He was all right. Oh, it was questionable hang up there.
It looked close up there. I definitely wouldn't want to hook up on that coping, let me tell you that.
No, we've seen what happened when you do that.
Brian Patch has seen that before. That was just a setup trick for this.
Wow! a body burial.
Talk us through that one.
Did his board flip on that? I couldn't tell.
Let's get a replay of that one.
Oh, wow. It was a kickflip body burial 540. Kind of a Christ there in the middle of it. Oh, no, heel flip. It was a heel flip, body burial 540. He didn't flip it, so he actually manually flipped it with his hand there.
Mitchie Brusco can't believe it. The crowd can't believe it. Home soil right here. Edgar, Jake Brown just setting up over the gap, backside 3.
Oh, look at that. Jake Brown, the biggest McTwist off that quarter pipe.
19 foot he's going for right there. So we have 15 minutes on the clock for the quarter pipe section. There it was, just over 19 foot high. Nolan Munro is about to drop in.
You want to talk about big McTwist? This guy has the record.
I'm sure he might be trying to make up for that gap where he didn't go so well.
Oh, wow. Christ there, body barrel 540. About to hang up. These guys are...
he was very close to coping just then.
Yeah, these guys are playing it. Well, I'd like to... I don't want to say safe, but they're not pulling off too far, and that's what happened to Nolan. He pulled off too far in practice and crashed into the flat bottom, so he's probably overcompensating a bit.
Mitchie Brusco.
Mitchie Brusco, I think we might see a 900 here.
The youngest competitors, the USA.
There it is. Oh, body barrel 900! Brand new trick.
Wow, we have not seen that before. Mitchie Brusco, look, he looks confident.
You know, if you've got 900s on lock like he does on this, you might as well do a variation of it.
Right on the screen, tweet Tony Hawk at Tony Hawk.
It's my spoiler alert without giving anything away. Comes Bob. Boom, Indy 360. Way higher than anyone should be doing that trick.
Tony, what would it be like coming down, not knowing where you're going for a backside 3 like that?
The unbelievable thing is Bob, if he takes off, if he doesn't take off perfectly, he still can fix it. You know, a trick like that, everyone else just wants it perfectly coming in exactly how you know and feel it. And he's like, I didn't take off big enough. I'll fix this. Here we go. Tom Shar. Big 900!
The little man going for it. Going for a 900.
Tom Shar has 900s, so comfortable on this ramp, on vert, and right there going for a 17-foot 900.
Gomez out of Brazil dropping in. This is just his setup trick over the gap.
This is tail grab, 1-footer, 540.
Wow. That was smooth. He landed so high up then as well.
Wow.
The Brazilian crowd loves it. Let's check out a replay of that one.
That's a great trick. Look at this, tail grab, kick the foot forward, and then come in. I've got a funny story about that trick, actually. First time I went to Australia, there was a sequence of me doing that trick on a vert ramp.
Yep.
And this one guy yelled the whole time in front and said, tail grab 540, 1-footer! The entire demo. So I have that stuck in my head.
That's your last memory.
There goes Elliott. Tail grab. He wants to make a tail grab 5 because he is capable of doing a tail grab 900.
We were talking about Nolan before. The highest ever McTwist we've had is 22 foot.
That's big enough. Right?
2012 that was. That is big enough. Edgar. Yeah, coming through. Brazilian.
Edgar, he wants that heel flip 540 because I think he feels like the first one wasn't quite what he wanted. He had to flip it with his hand. I don't think the judges cared or maybe even saw that. But I think just for peace of mind, he wants to do it properly.
For the viewers at home, I don't think you realize how high that is. That quarter pipe is big in itself. And then they're going, on top of that, as you know, they're going 19. 20, 22. 22 foot over it. So it's a long way up there. Jake Brown.
Beautiful twist.
He is going to be happy to get that one under his belt.
18 foot, 9 inches. Wow, look at that. Love how he kicks his back foot out just a little bit to spot the landing.
Kids, that's how you do it. Let's take a look right now at how big the ramp is. That roll-in. We've got two sizes up there, Tony.
You can see that they added the extra little knuckle there yesterday because the guys weren't getting enough speed.
That's scary. I've been up there for the last couple of days, and it is a long way down.
Monroe, whoa, going for a backflip. Well, yeah, I think it was going to turn into a 540 though, so it's like more like a frontside rodeo flip. He almost bounced off the cover on the way in. Look at that, Jake. Even Jake was frightened for him. Yeah, I mean, that is a proper backflip, though.
Imagine coming in faking.
Here goes Mitchie, waving to everyone. Mitchie tried a body barrel 900 this last run. There it is. Look at that! Wow! Oh, I want to see that one.
Very close.
He's fully capable of that, considering how cleanly he's done 900s in the past. So right there, the board is doing a 720 and his body is doing a 900. He stalls it 1/2 turn behind, switches his feet up, and then catches it and keeps on spinning. It's a lot to think about.
Here is the favorite right now, Bob Burnquist. The Brazilian.
That Indy 360.
Oh my, that was huge. Let's check out the replay on that one. That was 20 for backside 3.
Foot Indy 360. And we've seen Bob actually recover from that sort of squat on here before. We're going to see more from all these guys in a second.
Next up next, Tom Scher. Lá vem ele.
Bob Burnquist just sliding out of that. Backside 3 at 20 foot. Just had something going in the background. Tom Sharp cruising on in. Let's take a look at what we missed just then. Tom Sharp, the youngest competitor in the field.
Look at that, 900. So perfect.
And he claims that. Thanks for coming. Tom Sharp has just been bumped up in this section. Quarter pipe, he got a 22.08.
That puts him in second overall right now, considering all the combined scores.
So let's just take a look. This is the Skateboard Big Air Final. 8 athletes, 3 sections. The 3 sections are first the gap, which is 25%. Second section, which we are on right now, is the quarter pipe. 18-minute jam session, which is 25%. And then we have a run, and they're going to take 20 minutes. And we were saying before, they'll probably get about 6 or 7 goes each.
Yeah, it was interesting in that last run, Juan Gomez actually bailed over the gap. He didn't get to the quarter pipe. So you got to consider playing it really safe over the gap here because it doesn't count.
As safe as you can over
safe
that
as you can,
size.
right. Elliott wants the tail grab 5. He's going to try to make this one. Oh, he's so clean. 21 foot, 7 inch, 6.6 meters of tail grab 540. Arguably the highest tail grab 540 ever.
This is going to bump his score up a lot. He had a solid one. He came in at 3rd over the gap. Here it is right now, Tony.
And the scary thing is that Elliott's doing that because he really wants to tail grab 9. That's what he's trying to get to here.
Well, if he pulls that out in the run, I'd be scared.
That puts him in second place so far. We're still only the second of 3 events here that count toward the total score.
We are just on 6 minutes left in the second section of the quarter part of the final of the skateboard Big Air. Foz do Iguaçu in Brazil. Summer X Games, first stop. We're excited to be here. Jaws on screen right now, taking a little Instagram, I think, of Jake Brown.
What does Jake have in mind here? You know he's always wanted to do 900, but now he's going for another gigantic twist.
Welcome back to the X Games 2013, Foz do Iguaçu. I am Corbin Harris, and right next to me we have legend Tony Hawk. We are into the second section of the skateboard Big Air, and Nolan Monroe.
Yeah, that's going to be a frontside 540, even though it looks like a backflip from the top there.
That is going to be tough. Nolan earlier also fell off. Here we have Elliott. Tail grab 540.
Wow.
That was smooth. Mitchie Brusco back in. Setup trick is the backside 3.
Here we go. Body varial 900. I think this could be it. Oh, overturning it. It's hard to do that trick and not pull out too far.
Let's take a look at the youngest competitor, Tom Shah.
And probably the highest 900 ever done right there.
He's also the only one who's done a 1080. He's sitting in third spot right now. Jake Brown overall in first place. Second, Elliott Sloan in third spot. Tom Shah. Bob Burnquist setup trick.
Bob wants that Indy 360. Oh, look at that. Perfect.
And there we have it.
20-foot Indy 360, Indy to fakie.
The Brazilian crowd is going off right now. Bob, in true style, comes through.
These guys
never lets anyone down.
They're just toying with the 20-foot range now. I mean, they're doing difficult, regular vert tricks in that height.
Tony, over the last couple of years, it just seems to be getting higher. The tricks seem to be getting harder.
This is one of the hardest. I don't know where it's going here. Right here. Now, Tom Shah.
He was clean on that backside.
Going for a stale fish 9. I thought this would be the chance for Tom to get a 1080.
So did I, because it can be kind of a best trick.
He can, and he can do something basic to get himself going backwards. I'm surprised we haven't seen him try it.
Do you think what they'll do on the quarter pipe will transfer over and they'll be trying to do also in the runs?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're going to take some chances, perhaps. Ronnie Gomez wants something here. Look at that. Oh, taking his foot off even farther on the tail grab 541 Fuda.
That was someone in an Australian accent saying that to Tony Hawk.
Over and over at me when I visited there.
I'm sure people have yelled out a lot of things over the years.
Yes. But that one stuck with me.
Elliott Sloan out of New York City. In right now.
Here we go. Tail grab 900. Oh, man, he's coming around for sure. He's only going to get maybe 1 or 2 more tries at that.
Look at the crowd back
looking
there.
Like one.
There's a huge crowd that has poured in here. Grandstand is packed, and on the side right there, it is all happening. The Brazilians are going to be cheering for the 3 boys that they have in this. Gomes, Burnquist, and right here, Egapiera. Set up trick.
Oh, wow. That's what we call a no flip. He was supposed to have done a heel flip there. His foot didn't flip the board, but he still was able to catch it and bring it around. So it turned into a body rail 540. He meant to do a heel flip right there, as you can see from his feet movement.
A lot of guys skate inverts. Sometimes that happens to them. They seem to throw the board underneath their feet all the time.
Usually it doesn't happen on a 540.
It's usually a kickflip, isn't it?
It's usually a kickflip. It's usually a nollie heel flip. That's the most common mistake. We call that the no flip or a nothing.
Not 18-foot 540.
So we had a no flip body varial 5 there. And there's the street royalty there. Nigel Houston watching from the top. Here comes Jake.
What's he got here?
Got a big, another big twist.
He was holding that to the last minute.
Hauling it out with his back foot extended.
Let's check out a replay of that. He held it to the last minute. Holding.
Almost looked like he was stuck there.
I'd want to hold to the last minute too.
Trying to escape.
Big twist. Nolan Munro hurt himself earlier in practice. Was not going to miss out on the final here in Foz. Rolling in. Off the small gap just to get speed. That does not count.
Trying this massive frontside rodeo. 13 foot.
Jake Brown just hanging down the bottom, flat bottom there. He's going to be pretty happy. That first trick. At 7.
Right here, though, this could be a game changer. Mitchie Brusco is trying to do a body varial 900.
I got this one.
He's got this one. Something we've never seen in skateboarding.
Just got his driver's license, 16 years of age. The setup trick, Mitchie Brusco.
There he goes, body varial 900. It's going to happen.
It's a game changer. That is it right there.
First one ever done.
Silver medalist last year. This could change it. You said it, Tony.
Oh, he said it. He said I got this one before he dropped in. I was just following his lead. That was perfect.
I'd listen to everything this kid said from now on. 16 years of age, just got his driver's license.
And here he goes. Look at that. He switches his stance there. So that means his board did a 720. His body did a 900. I've never seen anyone try that. And it was a perfect landing.
Mitchie.
Hey, do you remember
the
where I was
quarter
going
pipe,
from before?
20.58.
Yeah, well, I think that has to do with the height, but I don't understand how you'd expect him to do that at a 20-foot height when it's never been done before.
Or was it because we were out of time?
No, they did count that one, I believe.
Everyone does get one more run.
Bob's going for the backflip
just to
for
set
show.
up
And Indy 720.
We saw that last year at X Games in LA. He is definitely a favorite. That is the end of the quarter pipe section, which is 25%. The gap first, 25%. Second section is the quarter pipe. Right now, we are going down to Jordan, and she has Bob Burnquist. Jordan.
Well, Bob Burnquist, you're having a great night. Now, I want you to take us through that trick and explain just how difficult it was. It's right over here.
Well, it's not much spinning, but it's just really scary. I had to go for an India and then turn. On the other one, I went for the 360 and it overturned, so I had to really under-rotate that. And I thought I was going to hang up, and I just said, well, it's the middle of my run, might as well try it. If I hang up. And it worked out, so I'm very stoked. But that's about as much scared I want to be tonight, and I guess we got to go again.
That's right. Now you have to put it all together. What is it going to take this thing tonight?
Well, it's just trying to get that again. I mean, trying to understand this format here. It's a little risky to keep going off the big one like that, so we're going to have to talk about that for the next few events. But, just go out there and try to put a run together.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you very much, Jordan. Bob Burnquist, one of the favorites right there. Unbelievable. Let's check out the leaderboard right now. After 2 rounds, we have Bob Burnquist from Brazil. They are going to love it, the crowd. Jake Brown coming in second, Elliott Sloan in third, and Mitchie Brusco in fourth position. Let's go to a break and we'll be back with more Big Air.
It comes down to this moment.
No-handed double front flip. And a gigantic double whip.
Steve McCann has done it.
Back-to-back gold.
Here you go, Jackson Strong. No shirt, just rocking it. Will we see the new trick?
With the grab.
He is pumped.
Here's Pedro Barros.
Oh, big tail grab.
Comes something big.
Oh, Indy 540. So clean.
This man on the ramp right now looking to go for a six-peat here. Huge alley-oop tail whip. Jamie Bestwick walks away with the six-peat.
The woman to beat is Alexis Sablone. Big kickflip down to the bank.
Oh, wow. Kickflip, frontside 50-50.
Look at that. Truck driver to late turn down. Scotty's dialed.
Oh,
ridiculous.
Double tail whip.
Scotty Kramer has so much talent. When he puts it all together, he's very tough to beat.
Switch to 360 flip. That's the one he wanted. That's the run he came here for right there. Oh my goodness. Wow. Just wobbling with his feet. Oh, wow. Squatting it out.
I do not know what planet Bob Burnquist is from, but I firmly believe it is no longer from Earth.
borders or boundaries, where there is no limit to evolution and progression. Imagine what's possible, define what's impossible, and shred it. This is X Games Foz do Iguaçu.
Welcome to the heart of South America, to some of the most majestic falls in the world, here at Foz do Iguaçu in Brazil. A popular visitor destination second only to Rio. That gets you up close and personal with the power of nature and the power of man, as this week we've transformed this tropical paradise into an action sports playground. This is where you are going to get to see your favorite action sports stars going for gold. Hello everyone, I'm Ramona Bruland, your host for X Games Foz do Iguaçu. And it might be hard to say, but it is certainly easy to see why we are in Brazil to kick off the summer events. In the next 4 days, we will bring you 17 disciplines across 5 different sports with this spectacular country as the backdrop. Over 150 athletes from 23 countries are here to compete for the 51 medals we have polished up and ready to deliver. Of course, some of the biggest names never had to leave home. We're talking about the Brazilian stars, led by 9-time X Games gold medalist Bob Burnquist, who rides in Skateboard Big Air later today. And then there's skate park sensation Pedro Barros. Expect a spirited performance from the 18-year-old in front of his countrymen. And then the crowds will be on their feet for Leticia Buffoni when she drops in Women's Skate Street. Now these three will definitely put the stomp in stomping grounds right here in Brazil. But right now we're ready to kick off Foz with the boys of Moto put to the test. Let's send it over to Toby Moody and Cameron Steele for the start of Enduro X. Guys.
Good evening and welcome everybody to the third X Games Endurocross Gold. It'll be decided tonight. Toby Moody and Cam Steele looking down on a quarter-mile circuit, and a circuit, Cam, that is a first for X Games. It's outside.
That's what they expected.
You can see the runs like somewhere monitored.
Elliott Sloan does not have a big air medal, and he's sitting in second place. He's never got one before. Tail grab 720. Oh, wow. Into a huge tail grab 540. Oh, that's tricky.
Just coming off soon as he went to the flat bottom down there. He says, how did that happen?
Does it count? I don't think it counts. I think they'll give him something for the effort there, but if you fall across the flat, it's questionable.
Once you make 2013, you're all good? No, that's
not quite.
He's just coming off there. Unfortunately, that's not how it goes.
Right there, just leaning a little too far forward
and just buckled out.
Still in a good position. Sports and Comps are telling us that does count as a make. Still, I don't know if it's going to put him ahead of Bob, but he is in a solid second place. Edgar Pereira, heel flip, 540, perfect body barrel. Wow, that's what he was trying. That's what he wanted on the quarter pipe in the session.
Throws the board to the flat bottom. You can hear the Brazilian crowd in the background going crazy for one of their own who lands.
Right there, heel flip, caught it exactly how he wanted it. And 6 on his feet in a melon grab. I mean, if there was ever a textbook version of that trick, that's it. I've never seen anyone do it anyway, so it's all his.
And screams to the crowd. This is the full run section. We've been talking about how Jake pushes to get that extra speed.
Do you need any more speed? I guess you do.
I don't think
Ollie
so.
720. Oh, so close.
He was spinning before he hit. Jakey, unfortunately, making that 7 for the line. But he made it. It was a video part trick. Bob Burnquist said it earlier. Jake Brown in third position. Total score of 87.25 for the Australian coming out of Cronulla. Nolan Munro.
There you go. He needs this big twist. Score or something. There you go.
He's done the biggest McTwist on the quarter pipe, which was 22 foot. What do we got right now? That was 21 inches. Over 21 inches.
Unfortunately, with zeros in the other sessions, it's not going to put him in medal contention.
Look at that right there.
But that was an unbelievable effort and a huge McTwist.
12 foot 6 inches. Wow, look at Bob Burnquist's face. Are you kidding me? That's what he's saying right now.
Look at Ben Hatchell there. He could do a McTwist on the smallest of quarter pipes.
He could. We'll see more
very
of him
impressed.
later on in the weekend, Ben Hatchell.
Go 720. Oh. Mitchie looked like he was giving up on it, and then he was going to bring it back, and then he gave up on it again.
So these runs do count. They are just trying to run everyone out right now. The guys you see have finished. Jake Brown giving Elliot Sloan a big hug. Everyone's friends here. Elliot Sloan with his first medal. He is going to be really, really happy about that. Coming out of the United States of America, New York City. Bob Burnquist, the last run right now. Water bottle in hand.
Is that
just
for bonus points?
cruising. There you have it. Brazil and everyone around the world. Bob Burnquist wins on home soil for the first time here in Foz. This is a moment that will go down in history.
And Elliot Sloan, his first medal in big air. He won a medal in the rail jam a few years ago, but this is the first time, and he's been working hard at it. And of course, Jake Brown in third place.
I think all these guys, Tony, are going to be happy no matter what they came, really, with the tricks that they pulled off.
Absolutely. But that shows you how this format has changed it up and changed the mindset, because you look at a guy like Mitchie, he did a body varial 900, which has never been done before, but because he didn't land a full run in this last session, it put him in 8th place.
Let's check out the full leaderboard. In 8th spot, Mitchie Brusco. In 7th, Nolan Munro. Gomes in 6th, Piera in 5th, Tom Shah just not getting that 1080.
Almost saw the 1080.
Almost had it there. Jake Brown, we saw the 7. He was sliding around holding on for his life. Bob Burnquist said it. It was a video part trick. Elliot Sloan with his first medal in big air. He's got to be happy about that one, Tony.
Yeah, he's been working hard. He deserves it for sure. And Bob is he's the master of the big air ramp. And we saw some incredible tricks from him, stuff that we've also seen from him before, but that lean air 720 was out of nowhere.
One of the first gold medals. Brazil is going to be happy with that. Right here in Foz do Iguaçu, X Games 2013. There you have it. That is big air.
What a great start.
What a fantastic start. As you can see right next to the big air, it's pretty much rainforest and jungle.
Look at that. There's that lean air 720. I mean, it looks like someone just shot him out of a cannon, and he had to figure out how to land on his feet.
One guy who can always figure out how to land on his feet is
right
Bob.
here. This Indy 360, as you can see, he's blind to the landing at this point, and it's all a matter of using the force and your experience.
This contest was amazing. Everyone's riding so great.
So there you have it. That was the final of the big air here in Brazil. Unbelievable. The winner, Bob Burnquist. We're going to a break right now.